Okay, here's a small assortment of items I got yesterday while I was at the Kenilworth Street Fair. Most of the stuff I did not go and buy from other vendors. These were kids that either wanted to trade with me or brought me a few things to buy. It wasn't much here, but I do have one interesting thing that I'll talk about for a minute. But let me just go through this stuff. This was basically a trade. I traded a kid. He wanted one PlayStation 2 game, so he traded me this game, and he gave me a controller. I gave him an extra $1 for the controller because the game that he wanted to trade with me for was a better game that I could have sold easier. But these come in handy. Good to have in case I get a white PlayStation, and I'm sure I'll be able to sell this actually for about $5. So for my $2, it's a little bit better deal for me. Nothing too special. This assortment was a trade, so I guess I'll save this for last. Here's some items that I purchased straight out from a couple of kids. I got an AC adapter for I guess a Game Boy Advance or the original DS. I paid them $2. For $10, I got a Tetris, and then I got this Game Boy. And the Game Boy is basically, it works, it's in good condition, but the stupid plate falls off, so I'm going to have to like glue that back on. And to be honest, I'm probably only going to sell this for $15 or $16, but I like having these. Oh, it looks like the battery cover might be beat. Alright, so I'll probably sell it for $15, small profit, no big deal. They had two other things that I thought were interesting. I got a Pokemon Fire Red version, and it looks pretty clean. I'll try and take this label off if I decide to put it on Amazon. The battery saves, so I gave him $8. At a flea market, I think I could get 15 or so. So I figured 8 to 15. But on Amazon, if it's like a $30 game, I just might throw it on Amazon. But I'm not sure. If it's only a $20 game, I'll just sell it at the flea market, 15 to 20 or something like that. So, and then I got this. I've never had one of these, but these are e-readers, and supposedly these are good for like Pokemon games. And I had to ask my friend, like, what do I offer these kids on this? And he said, just tell them $5, and if they want it, that's fine. So I offered $5. I don't really know what value this has. All I know, it has to do with you. Has something to do with Pokemon. You swipe a card, and it reads it, and it puts a data in your game. This was the most interesting item I got today. I mean that day, which was yesterday. And this is a trade. There's the most interesting item. I'll talk about that in a second. This was straight out. The kid had bought some stuff for me. He wanted to trade a game for a game. I said fine. Since he had bought for me, I didn't really care. And this is a decent game. He traded me a comic game. Then he traded. He wanted a Donkey Kong game that I had, right? And for the Donkey Kong game, he said he had a video game that was signed by, and I'm not sure if you people remember or know of, but he was very, very big on YouTube, and he still is. He has over 1 million subscribers. But this is signed by James, the Angry Video Game Nerd. And the thing about him, and that's why I traded, because honestly, I can, and he gave me this too, so it's like $4, or $3 when I sell it. I don't think it's very expensive. But this I was willing to trade. And it's not a good game, Robocop versus Terminator. I mean, in value. I'm not talking about gameplay. But the main reason I was willing to trade is because I can get Donkey Kong games, right? Eventually, Donkey Kong Country. Actually, I had 2 Donkey Kong Country games. I let him pick the better of the 2, right? But I can't really get something like this without having to go someplace or buy it online or whatever. And again, I don't really know what the value of having his signature, James the Angry Video Game Nerd, signature on something. But still, I think it's cool to have, and I'm glad I got it, and I would trade again. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. If you don't know who he is, he's like the granddaddy of all the gaming channels on YouTube. He is guys like Tobiscus, guys like Game Grumps, guys like PewDiePie. They pretty much owe everything to him, because he started off. And also, I don't know if you've ever seen or heard of these, but he's also the creator of 2 cartoons called let's see, what is it? Monkey Cheese and of course Shit Pickle. Anyway, like I said, it was a trade for this, that, and for a Donkey Kong. I think it's cool. I'm not really a collector of games. I'm more like I like to play games, but something like this to me is interesting to have. And yeah, I'm glad the kid brought it. I'm glad he was willing to trade it. I'm glad I got it.